Hello and happy Saturday night. Now that's Disney and Disney Night Live. Welcome, Mike and Becki. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Great.
Pretty good. Oh, I just
Good.
dropped candy. That's not good.
Drop candy, never good. No, we should.
I know.
No, the dogs will eat it.
Yeah, of course. Hello from Michigan, Lily. Hello to Cassie Wendricks and Lily Johns. And I see my brother Nick is watching. What's going on, everybody? We are live. We are Disney Night Live. We come to you every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I always feel like I have to get this out of the way. The disclaimer. We're all over social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. My LinkedIn. We're welcoming in anybody who's watching. We are a live stream, of course, that happens every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, but we also go out as a podcast, take the audio, put that out, and we have a group now that's Disney, which is doing really well. So we're happy to have everybody here tonight. It is the three of us, and I'm happy that you guys are here, or else I'd be sitting here all by my lonesome.
We're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. We're going to have a fun show for everybody tonight. If you're watching, please share us out. We'd really appreciate that. That would be awesome. We are going to talk about some different stuff. We're going to talk about our sponsor, D-Magic World. We are going to talk about some news items, right? We are there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about tonight, and we are also going to talk about something that Mike mentioned would be a good idea. Some Disney, what makes our Disney trip more enjoyable, right? And what are some things that, how did you describe it? I'm trying to think of the word.
Like things that make your vacation better.
Must-haves,
must-have necessity items.
Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah. And hi, Jody. How are you? I'm going to look actually. And I'm an idiot because I sent the link out for tonight's show. And when you guys messaged me, can you send the link? I just realized that I sent it to somebody that I should not have sent it to.
That's fine.
Preventative care items. I love that. I love that term. Preventative care items, again, like Tums liquid Band-Aids. So we're going to discuss that as well. But I think, maybe we should talk about a couple things real quick. We want to, of course, speak about, and I'm doing everything here on my own tonight, so I'm just trying to find all the links. We want to talk about our friends over at dmagicworld.com. dmagicworld.com is a 24/7 streaming Disney music platform. They play two different stations of Disney music. There's a Parks music and there's a Disney movie music channel on there. So I am a Parks person, but doesn't mean I don't love the Disney movie music, but I listen to them all the time. We had them on actually earlier today in the house. Hey, what's up to my cousin Vinny? Hello. They're on everywhere that you can get them on the internet, dmagicworld.com. You can request whatever you want to hear from them that is park related. They have a huge log of songs that you can go in and select or search. And you can also check out a tab up at the top here Now that's Disney. If you go to their homepage, and that'll take you right to our Facebook page. They play our shows in their entirety on Sundays and Thursdays at 2 p.m., which is also really cool. And we love to share it out and let everybody know that, that they're our station, they're our go-to. And hello to my Aunt Franny, who seems to be tuning in. Hello to you. So please share the word, get it out, dmagicworld.com, 24/7 streaming Disney music. That's what I have for that. You guys listen to D-Magic World?
So I tried to once. I assumed it was kind of like Spotify or a Pandora or something where you just went on and Disney music just started playing. I didn't realize that it was something you could request different things on. So that was interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, once you get to their to their homepage on the interwebs, there's different ways you can listen, right? But there's a media player, and that'll take you to the parks, but you could also switch over to the movie music. But yeah, you can go into that request button they have there and just request whatever you want. I overloaded them last week with requests. I'm just looking here at the comments. Hello, Jody, and hello again. That was my Aunt Franny. Hello. Want to talk about real quick as well. Something exciting happened to me after about a week of really putting in some time and learning and studying and going through a lot of quizzes. I am now officially a travel specialist with Travelmation. So I also worked with Beth, who is a supervisor and travel specialist with Travelmation, and she made some really cool custom graphics for me that I'm excited about. And so now I am a travel specialist. I'm going to focus mainly on Disney destinations, but it doesn't mean that I can't help you book, airfare or a vacation package somewhere. I took the Royal Caribbean, a quiz online and went through their whole tutorial, and I have a certificate with them as well. So they can get in touch with me at David Pachano at travelmation.net. Anybody who's interested, who would like to, hi, Kim, thanks for tuning in. Anybody who would like to get a free quote as a travel specialist, my services come free to you at no cost to you. I will do all the planning, takes the hassle out of the planning and all of that, and you just get to enjoy yourself on your trip. So please check me out, David Pachano at travelmation.net. That's my email. Pretty exciting. I think it's the next natural progression of what I do with the group and the show. And I kind of got tired of looking for sponsors, paid sponsors. So there are some costs that go into, of course, the streaming platform and our podcast platform and other stuff like equipment and, the brand new laptop that I'm using. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of asking people and they say they're interested and they never get back, or they're not interested. So, hey, I said, let me take it into my own hands. And here I am.
I think that's great. I think I told you last week that's been a goal of mine for a long time, to be a travel agent. I think that's such a fun thing, and I think it's great that you did that. I really want to. I really do.
Yeah,
I know
you. Yeah,
you like inspired me. I was like, oh man, David did it. I could do it. Not that I'm saying like,
no, listen. If I
good thing that you did it. No, I mean like they did it, and I was like, oh, you know what? That I can do it too.
Definitely. And so our group admin and my friend RJ, he is a travel specialist with Travelmation, and he's like, hey, I reached out to my supervisor. He's going to get in touch with you, Tim Elrod, who I also invited Tim on the show. And Tim, I think, is going to try and link up with their owner, Adam Duckworth, and have them on one night and talk about like what travel agents can do for you, travel specialists, and what Travelmation is. And so that'll be a cool episode. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's like I've always been thinking about this, and I wanted to do it later. And I said, let me do it now. But there is, I took the Royal Caribbean, course. I took the Alani course. I did the Adventures by Disney course, and then the Disney College of Knowledge. So there's a lot of like information, given to you, and then quizzes at the end of like everything. So you really got to like read this. You can't just like, half,
Gotta pay attention.
So you have to pay attention or really, because some of the questions are like, what are the name of all the ship groups on Royal Caribbean? And I mean, there's a lot. And then like which ships cruise to this part. And like, so yeah. But I say go for it, Becki. Hi, Denise.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm just checking things out. Again, I'm doing the controls and everything here by myself in the comments. I don't know if you guys saw, there's some news items here. All-day park hopper access is coming back. I think we knew that already, right? Wasn't that announced? But I mean, Disney kind of put this out there and people lost their minds again because any kind of news is people go crazy for it. But this is really good news. We no longer have to wait till 2 p.m., right?
Right.
I mean,
that's great.
And I think that's for everyone, right? That's not just for like annual pass holder, correct?
Right. Yeah. I mean, there are some restrictions for certain people. And of course, there's got to be a park, not a park reservation. There's got to be availability in the park which you want to hop to, but you could do it anytime now. So again, which is great. Like say you want to go eat at a park and then maybe do a ride or see a show in one park and then head right out at like 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah, definitely, Lily. Park hopper. What am I from Boston? Park hopper. Park hopper is back to like it was. That's my best.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, David. Well, it was a good one. If isn't it in January they were talking about how reservations were not going to be a thing anymore? Correct? Am I right with that?
Right, and this takes effect January 9th, so I think it all ties in.
Like, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think you still need park reservations. I'm forgetting who it is. It might be annual pass holders. Regular park day guests do not need reservations. Right. I think there are still restrictions on annual pass holders and maybe DVC.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that's probably because they have, they could if they just show up at any time because they don't have a whole lot of blackout dates or anything like that. They can pick up some of that space in the parks that they need to regulate a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's why the restrictions are still there. Again, I might not be, and I should, I should get better at this stuff. I'm a travel specialist now, right? Get better at this. Yeah. My brain is so racked with information.
I bet.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I don't know if you guys are like this, but even in school, I wasn't really good with tests. Like I get test anxiety. So I don't know about you guys or anybody out there watching, but Kim's like, just calm down. Like, she's like, she's like, you've got this, but like I get test anxiety and I can read something and consume it and then blank out if you put a quiz in front of me on it. So, I'm
the opposite. I actually do really, really, really well on tests, but as soon as the test is over, forget about it. Don't ask me anything because I won't remember it. I'll like sponge it in just when I need it, and then that's it.
I will remember it, but I blank out during it, so it's weird.
Yeah.
But, here, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. This was another thing that I caught out of an email that I get. Moonlight Magic surprise. So Moonlight Magic coming back. Membership Magic. This is December 13th, 2023. Animal Kingdom theme park complimentary after hours event, and enjoy select attractions with shorter than usual wait times, character greetings, entertainment, and delectable delights. So something for folks to take advantage of. Oh my goodness, T9. T9, you're at Disney World right now. Hello to you and your family. I see you and your And the pictures you're posting, and your mom looks like she's having a good time. I hope she did get that nap in after you guys ate. But hello, and thanks for tuning in from Disney World. Send a little bit of that magic our way. I'm rocking my Wally World shirt tonight.
Nice.
So,
That's great.
yeah. And Colton's Michael Myers hat.
There you go.
Have you guys
You're in
ever
the
seen the original? Yeah, I'm in the holiday spirit. Have you ever seen the original Vacation movie?
No.
I don't think so.
With Chevy Chase? You've never saw the? Okay. Do you know what the movie's
National
about?
Lampoons?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
of
I
course.
thought you were talking about something different. Yeah.
No, so Vacation, right? Isn't it? Yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation. I find it hilarious that the guy they get to play Wally World, the owner at the end, is kind of like, he looks like Walt, right? And it's Wally World, not Walt Disney World, right? So yeah. It was really kind of funny, that whole ending scene. So, but yeah, I'm a huge National Lampoon's Vacation fan. Hello, Alex. How are you? There's actually, and I need this before Christmas. So Clark Griswold is a Chicago Blackhawks fan, but they have the Chicago Blackhawks jersey, but instead of the Blackhawks symbol, it is the moose symbol, and on the back says Griswold.
Oh.
Who doesn't need that for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
That would be really neat.
You could wear it to an ugly sweater party.
Seriously, I could just wear that all day, like Christmas Eve, Christmas, maybe the day after. I don't even have to like wash it. It's just like eggnog with rum in it.
Hey.
All over it. No big deal, right?
It's fine.
No problem with that at all. Do you guys see the murals going up on Tiano's Bayou Adventure at Disney World and Disneyland? I don't know if you happen to catch.
I've seen some small pictures of it. I kind of grazed right by it.
Yeah, so very colorful. I think that's pretty neat. It's going to celebrate Nolans, and I love that, and I think it's going to be a huge party. So I just grabbed some photos from Disney parks and thought I'd share that too. So that's just like some news items, right? That are out there, and
having well, they increased the park tickets their price, and I guess they're increasing the park annual passes price too. That's been a big thing.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I mean, I know they do it every year. I know that, but it's still like, doesn't make it any less like bummed. You know what I mean? Bums me out a little.
Well, how much of an increase is it? Is it a big increase or? Well,
I know for the annual passes, it's like it went from, for someone who has like say a Florida resident or a DVC, it was like what, $7.96 or something for you guys, and now it's like $8.79 or $8. It's like almost $100 more.
Right. Yeah. You know what I should have captured? Let's see if I can get the annual. I can't type. Disney annual pass increase. Let's see if that happens. I should have grabbed that, Mike. You know what? I should have done that. Disney annual pass parking prices increase at Disney World, Disneyland amid other charges. Let's see if they have a breakdown in this article on USA Today. No, I don't want to see that. Give me a sec here to peruse. As of Wednesday, standard parking prices cost $30 instead of $25.
Parking going up.
Yeah, so parking went up $5. They increased Disney World annual pass price. The top tier Disney and Credit Pass, this is Disneyland, right? Now costs $1,449. That's up $50 from $13.99. Actually, no, I think that's Disney World. The Sorcerer. Yeah, Disney World. Yeah. The Sorcerer Pass is now $9.99, which was $9.69. So that went up $30. And that's the one we have because we're DVC. That's Florida residents in DVC.
Okay.
There's a Pirate Pass was $7 was $7.49, $7.99 now, $50 it went up. The the Disney Pixie Pass, only available to Floridians, now costs $4.39. That was $3.99, so that went up $40. I'm trying to remember when I renewed our annual passes, what it cost us, but it was way less than the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. There's a discount for the renewal. This says it is now $9.99. I think that's brand new, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Something told me it was like for renewing was like $7.69 or something like that before.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the only thing that I have to say is the only perk that we are bummed about not getting, because we did resale. We didn't do direct through Disney, so we're not getting the direct perks. It's the only one that bothers us because, we can't get down for Moonlight Magic usually. I could care less about the top of the lounge things. There's just that kind of stuff I don't care about. But the annual passes do bother me because we've talked about it before that we would go down more than one time a year if we could, if it made it worth it for us.
Right.
But with paying for annual passes, and for us, it would be, the $1,400 for one ticket. We have three of us, where if we're looking at it from our point of view, say we go, for example, like this next time in February, we're going for 7 days or 7 nights, 8 days. We're only doing parks for 5 of those days because we like to have a day or so to go swimming and kind of just chill out at the resort or go Disney Springs. So for us, if we had the annual pass, we probably would go to the parks more. We would park hop, that kind of thing. But without it, it doesn't really bother us to be only going 5 days. But one ticket for 5 days is like, I just looked it up. Well, for 3 of us, it's going to cost us over almost $2,100.
Wow.
But if you did 3 annual passes, you're talking that's like at $1,400 each.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money. That's way more than $2,100.
It's $4,200.
Yeah. The initial bang on that is hard, and then the renewal is a lot nicer. But it's. But
if we had perks, we would get it for even less. It would be closer to like $800. Then it would be worth it for us. Then we would do it. But unfortunately, we can't do it like that. Just, I don't know. That's the only one that gets my goat.
I mean, the price increases get my goat like every time, but again, I get it. And you compare prices to other places. And what Disney is doing is along the lines with what a lot of places are doing. But it makes it hard, especially for people that go a lot or on a frequent basis. Right.
Yeah.
We haven't even gone and we're already talking about buying more points somewhere else.
The add-on-itis.
It is a thing. I always look at contracts and I know I don't have the money for it, but I still do it.
I know.
We haven't even used any of our points yet. We haven't used
ours yet. But we're doing it stupid.
About it, so.
Yeah, we're doing it stupid though. We really messed ourselves up with this because we got the contract with points already on it. Like they were bank points. So this time we're able to go and stay at a 2-bedroom villa, 2-bedroom walk off, and we're bringing family and stuff. I said, we're going to go in this and we're going to be like, I don't want to go to a deluxe next year, a deluxe studio.
No, I know. It's really hard after you do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to buy points almost.
Yeah, because we didn't get, you have, how many, you have 225, David?
225. Yeah.
Yeah. So we only have 160. Yeah. So we kind of have to stick with our 100, or, our little deluxe studios, which I'm just totally first world problems, right? Like I'm really fine with it. But that's what we stay in, as a family of 3, we stay in deluxe studios. They're
They're not the biggest, but again, first world problems, and it works for the three of us. If we had a fourth person, it would not work for us.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're little and they can sleep on that little pull down, or but once a kid gets big, sharing that pull down with another kid, like if say Colton brought a friend, I mean, in a deluxe studio, where are they sleeping? If there's two 14-year-olds in a bed, there's not a lot of space, and the room's going to smell like beef and cheese.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Dirty feet.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. I mean, this year we moved over to Bay Lake Towers, which we love. We loved our stay there, but we're doing it so that we just break even on the stay this year, and then I don't have to pay extra points, because it would have cost extra points for the poly this year. So it all is kind of like DVC is all like a balance, right? So we've stayed Saratoga Springs in a 2-bedroom when Kim's mom came with us one time. That was insanely big, and I mean, the space was enormous. And then we stayed.
Saratoga has the most space, right?
No, Old Key West.
Old Key West.
West has the biggest room. Saratoga is not far behind. Old Key West, square footage wise, are the biggest rooms on property.
Okay.
We stayed in a 1-bedroom in Boardwalk one year. We booked poly, and they didn't notify. I didn't know when I booked that the lava pool would be down. And we didn't know poly really at all back then. Didn't even know Oasis pool, stuff, the layout really. So they're like, this is all we have. I'm like, well, we'll take the 1-bedroom at Boardwalk. But you get used to that space, and you get used to a washer and dryer in the room too. So you bring less clothes and do some laundry. But the Lux Studio works. It works for us.
Yeah, it'll be fine for us too. I just said, for our first trip, we're making it, ultimately like the best trip probably we could do with a 2-bedroom walk off, but we're going to get a little spoiled, I think, with that, but that's okay.
It's all right to spoil yourself though, too, right? Through life.
And we
pay for it, right? It's not like it's free.
Then we add on, not a big deal.
Yeah. If you can do it, you do it. I mean, I always worry about airfare, because airfare is expensive, and ticket prices and stuff. And cost when you're on site, but life is a one-time ticket, So
it absolutely is. Yeah,
I
hear it all the time.
It is.
Yeah, you hear stories. People talk. I say this too often probably, but like you hear people say, I'm going to save it for retirement. Oh, my husband and I are going to do this in retirement. And, sometimes they don't make it to retirement every time, or when they get to retirement age, they're too tired and too, ill with something, or, it just doesn't work out, and
you never know what can happen from day to the next.
You don't know what's going to happen.
I always say, if I want my kids, when I die, I don't want them to be like, oh, well, thank you for all the money, I'm going to go do what I want with it. I want them to be able to be like, remember what we did with mom and dad. Remember when we went here. I want the memory. You know what I mean? Versus the money. That's how
experience and things that they can pass down, or things that they can say, man, that was awesome when I did that with my parents. I want to do that with my kids.
Right.
So I get it. Listen,
memories are more important than money.
Yeah, and we make really good memories at Disney. I just don't know how to explain it to people, like, even any better than that. You're going again? Yeah, we make such great memories at Disney. We do have fun. Listen, we argue and we're tired and we're running around, but I think everybody there is. So
everybody does.
Yeah.
It's almost part of vacation. It's just part of how things manifest throughout the day.
Well, and I think as the years go by, the more you go, the more you learn what things are easier, and what things make your trip a little easier, or, things like that. So you do, after a couple of years, you're just like, well, I mean, I'm a lot like Kim too. Like, I still pack the whole entire house, even though I know I don't need it, but like, I do. Like, it is. This year I'm taking two big, like, I'm checking 2 big bags, and it's not because I just keep thinking, well, we're going to try to get an owner's locker. So I'm trying to bring everything over in my bag so that I don't have to do it every time. But I know I'll still do it. I know I'll still bring stuff I don't need, even though I can get it down the street or go Uber it or have it Instacarted to me. But
and I pack a lot of things that I don't need also. Like I'll pack paracord and a first responders kit and bandages. Like I could if everybody, fell and ended up needing stitches in the entire park, I usually have enough to at least be able to fix half of them for a short time.
Mike's got a flint and stuff
flint,
that you don't need. Yeah. Right. Yeah,
I've got I know I'm not going to need it, but what if I do and I don't have it? Then what?
Then you're going to curse yourself out if you don't have it. I mean,
or if we're at our friend's Polly cabana and our kid hurts his toe, then we didn't have it at all.
Thank God. No, but you know what though? I mean, the first aid dude that came over, had things, and we learned years ago with Colton with something. I mean, we went to the desk and they have a bag with all these ointments and things in it that they will gladly turn over to you. And then they also have doctors that come. We actually had a doctor come to the room because Colton got, I think I'm saying this right, solar urticaria, exposure to the sun, coming from, again, cold state, right? Come through the winter. He's not really out in the sun. Go right to Florida. You're in the sun. You're in the pool. Big giant rash. Solar urticaria. They gave us a number for a doctor that came right there. Came right to the room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah. What was it? Rowan's toe? Was it his toe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
got it pretty good.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, I think I explained it to you then. Yeah, he did handle it pretty well. I was surprised because normally it would be like you just cut it off. You might as well have just cut his toe off because that's how he would have handled it any other way. But I was really surprised how he handled it. But I think I explained to you when we were there what happened was that he has a tick. From having Tourette's, one of his ticks is he curls his toe on his shoe, and he just like messed the skin up from doing that so many times. And the minute it hit any kind of water and got like, how your skin gets wrinkly and soft, and then he hit the concrete, it just like ripped the top skin layer off. That's what happened. So
he handled it extremely well. I know, again, if that was, I had said it there, if that was Colton, it would have been day over. He would have went into a full panic. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of blood and it was a good chunk of skin. And I was like, Rowan was a stud about it. I know it was a
lot of layers, Kim.
Yeah. I was like,
I know. I was surprised that
you really cut yourself.
all
over. I mean, this kind of ties right into those things that, the things that you bring and the nice to haves and what makes your trip more enjoyable. And man, why did I forget this term again? I'm going back to our messaging because I love the way Mike said it. I'm going to find it.
Preventative care items.
Preventative care. So, and when Mike met, he's like, we could talk about preventative care items like Tums. Yeah, definitely number one. I don't go anywhere without a bottle of Tums. It's terrible that I have to, but
the one thing I think that people don't realize is that the food is a little different in Florida than it is up here. Like we went down in, I think it was at Animal Kingdom. I ate some of the pork down south and it tore me up. I couldn't get more than 100 yards from a bathroom or we were going to have an issue.
You're going to have a big issue. Yeah.
But
clean up in aisle 11.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I felt so bad though. That year was the year that it was like the first time we were going on Flights of Passage, and we have been waiting for this for so long. It was the coolest thing ever. I was on it the year before, but he wasn't, and I was like, I couldn't wait. We just kept talking about it, and it was the one ride I wanted him to do. And we got in line, and we were like waiting in line, and I don't know, we weren't very far from getting into the ride.
No.
And Mike's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I won't make it through the actual ride. I will not make it through.
It's not going to
And
be
he
called Flight
laughed
of
and
Passage.
he had to go find the bathroom. And I was like, what of all rides? But I felt so bad for him because he could, like he said, he couldn't go 50 feet without having to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, but once everything was out of me, I was okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily okay, but
you still feel, I mean, we bring a lot of Imodium. You know, Imodium's always another thing we bring. Tums.
Yep. Pepto.
Kim,
all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, no, that's a great point, Mike. Like the food, you're eating different food, and you're not always eating the best food because you're eating on the run a lot at Disney. So you're eating quick service stuff. You could be eating greasy stuff, fried stuff. We went in July
differently too, right? I mean, it could be prepared differently than it is up here. So
totally.
I mean, anytime you go, to a different area of the world, things are just different. They're prepared differently,
Right.
So you should just take that into as a precaution.
Right. You're not eating your normal routine of stuff at home. Like when I'm home, I eat a yogurt every day. Every single day, I pack in my work bag a yogurt. I had a yogurt this morning for, so I'm always like neutralizing my stomach. It's about 10:30. I have a breakfast bar. I take my other medicine, then a lunch, then a dinner. But there, and the same thing, my coffee intake at Disney is not the same. I have my morning coffees, but I'm not having my 10:30 and maybe my 2:00 coffee. Like it's different. So, because that usually turns into rum drinks and beer at 10:30. But I mean, Kim brought up antibiotics. We went in July and it was, of course it's really hot there. And then you're going from extreme heat outside into restaurants, shops, attractions, all freezing cold, air conditioning, which is great, cools you down. But what happens is you get sick. Kim came home. But so antibiotics, if you're kind of people that squirrel them away, don't tell your doctor. But you might want to bring some extra antibiotics, just
and you're around so many people, and on the way there you're on a plane with so many people, on the way home you're on a plane with so many people, while you're at the parks you're in around so many people. It's almost inevitable to come home. It's like going on a cruise. They say if you go on a cruise you get sick because you're
gonna get sick.
So having antibiotics is definitely important, and ibuprofen and Advil, things like that. Mike, every single year ends up with some sort of like serious back problem where he can hardly walk. So we're always like bringing the icy hot and bringing the Advils or the naproxens or something. Like we smell like Ben Gay.
I know.
We smell like we're 100 years old. It's
my stepfather.
I don't walk 10 miles a day any other time of the year until we hit the park. Then it's 10 miles.
Right.
12 miles every day for the entire time we're there. Sometimes we rope drop and we're there all the way till the fireworks, and it's just go, go, go. So your feet is something you really got to pay attention to. I know, like I've never been in the military, but I know that's one of their big things is foot health.
Yeah.
Is to make sure you take care of your feet. But
my stepfather, God rest his soul, he was one of those people who had a real dry sense of humor, but he was a truck driver. So he could, that was allowed. He always joke around.
It's a job requirement, actually.
He would joke around that if the minute you crossed like the Georgia-Florida line, he's like, "Oh, you're in Florida. You can smell the Ben Gay from here." Like that's how he would say it. He would always joke, and I used to laugh, thinking, because he was talking about it was the old people wearing Ben Gay, but like I laugh and I'm like, half that's probably from Disney. Everybody wearing whatever they needed.
It's like fumes coming up from all that Ben Gay is great, like icy hot Ben Gay. I mean, if you're in pain, that's is awesome. It does penetrate the pain, but the feet too, Mike. You got another great point, man. The feet, I can't recommend enough. Nice socks, good shoes, sneakers, sandals. Alternate. Do not wear the same pair of sneakers to the parks every day. break them in before you go. Do not buy brand new sneakers and then put them on the first day you go to a park. If you're buying some sort of sandals to do the parks,
I tried that one year.
Yeah. It doesn't work out well.
No, I tried that one year. I bought a brand new pair of sneakers. Maybe wore them twice, maybe just like out to eat or out to the store. And I left here, Pennsylvania, with them on, and I came home with them on, and I was in agony the entire time. So I know there's a lot of different brands that people recommend. Asics, Brooks, On Cloud
is my number 1 and 2 right there. Yeah.
The On Cloud.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pair this year, so I'll let you know how they work out.
Yeah, I definitely need to know. I can't believe people do Crocs with no socks on the entire day, and they're fine with it.
I have no idea.
I don't know either, but I've seen it, and they're like, "It's the most comfortable thing I ever wore," and I'm like, I can't. There's no way. I would break an ankle, number one, and my feet would be killing me.
A friend of mine wears them religiously. Don?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He wears them religiously everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
and he's like,
I can't believe it.
He goes, I could walk 20 miles with these things. I said, well, walk 20 miles 2 days in a row and let me know how your feet feel.
Yes,
it's got to be a thing because they are everywhere, like everywhere at the park. That's what I see constantly. And they even have like the little Croc, Disney button thingies you can put on, decorate your shoes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I'm like, I wore them, and granted, it was only for like 20 minutes or whatever, but I was like, I wanted to see what the hype was. We went to a store and I put on a pair of Crocs, walked around the whole store while they were shopping for shoes and stuff. My feet hurt so bad when I got out of that store. I was like, I don't know. I guess it has to like work with your foot, work into it. I don't know, but there was no like appeal, and they're ugly. Anybody says.
Yeah, they're weird.
But I think it's important to get your feet measured because everybody's foot's different. What might be comfortable for me might not be comfortable for you, may not work at all for her. Mm-hmm. So there's a store close to here. It's called Aardvark, and you can walk in and they'll measure your feet, your strike, where you strike, where your foot strikes the ground. And all your pressure points, and then they'll come out with like 15 pairs of shoes, and they'll say these will work for you depending on what your foot shape is and stuff like that. So I've heard a lot of
unless you get your feet measured.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I've heard because I have really flat feet. I have like no arch in my foot at all. Yeah, and it's hard to find shoes when your feet are like completely flat.
Right. And you buy a shoe that has the, on the insoles, it's curved up, and you put a flat foot in there and your foot is in pain afterwards. Yeah. I mean, I've dealt with plantar fasciitis. I have really flat feet, and I had bad plantar fasciitis.
I get that too.
Yeah. For years. I mean, I went from everything from cortisone shots to the thing that stretches out your feet at night that you wear to the thing that raises your sheets. I couldn't even have sheets on my feet. That's how bad it was. And I did the plasma injections. Yeah. And that
you had the rubber band that goes behind your calf and it goes to like your toes, and it pulls your foot back like this toward your knee. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Like they're even boots, and I would sleep in them, and my feet would be like back, like if you were to break your ankle and your foot's in a wrap. But yeah, I couldn't have anything on them, but in orthotics and all that. But I wound up going to, I think it's called a Road Runner. It's like a shoe store as well. And measured my feet, and I never knew I had wide feet. They're wide, they're flat. So I used to jam them into like a 9.5 because I'm a 9.5, and then it doesn't accommodate for the wide. So I go double E and then and a 10, and there's more room in there for movement.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kim and Colton deal with ingrown toenails, which is awful.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really painful, and you get infected, and so that's So you have to have. Oh God, there's Neosporin, there's peroxide, there's we should
chafing cream.
Shaving cream. We need to take pictures because Kim
That's
packs
for-
in these like bags.
That's
like
for
all the
real.
medical stuff. Yeah, like how many bags do you guys? I think she like by the time we're done, there's like 5 bags of things, and we distribute them to the luggage. But we should actually just see the next time we all go.
Yeah. I actually had found, those bags that you get sheets when you buy sheets. They can give you like the plastic with the zipper on the top, like the sheet.
Yeah.
I have those, and I put my stuff in, so they zipper up, and I don't have to worry about it. It has a lot of them have handles.
Yeah, they do.
It's a great idea. It really is a great idea.
Yeah, but God forbid they leak out. They're already in plastic. I mean, you have to make
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll put plastic. I'll put like my things that could leak in plastic in those. Like I'm like plasticking on top. Then I'll throw plastic bags in there as well in case like I want to put my phone in something when I go on something wet or just so much like I'm terrible.
Yeah, Kim has all these Disney theme bags. Kim, where's the Imodium? Kim, because when you get a certain age too, you need Imodium. You need hardware medicine, and then you need medicine that helps you go and medicine that helps you not go. What are some other like must have something, personal care items? I mean, of course, deodorant. We hope deodorant, but like, what are some other? Mike and I don't need a comb. We don't need hair.
Although we did. That's funny you said that because I brought my brush, and I use, our brush, Rowan with his luxurious locks that he has, but we use the brush. And I never brought
mullet.
Yeah, I never brought a comb, not thinking anything of it. I don't use a comb. We ended up having to buy a comb in the store in the resort because Mike at the time he had a larger beard and we didn't think about it. And he was like, "Your brush isn't getting through my beard," so we ended up having to buy a comb. Well, it wasn't that big. It was just this last time, and then
little fuller.
Yeah. So comb, The other thing is that we didn't bring was, and we bought at the store was the nail clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Like we weren't thinking because he ended up needing to trim one of his toenails.
It was an ingrown toenail, so and I needed to cut it back so I could rip it down into the corner to pull it out. So on top of having flat feet and being uncomfortable, I had an ingrown toenail on the at the same time, and I was walking like a duck. I didn't even want my feet to touch the ground. That's how bad it was. So
no.
And scissors is another thing.
Reading glasses.
Scissors. Yeah. I mean, small scissors, reading glasses.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go in this house has a Scentsy warmer and a pair of reading glasses.
Yeah. The scissors were surprising because it's like you don't think about it, but like cutting anything, even like tags off of things, if you don't have scissors and you want to use your Mickey ears, but you don't want to use I know some people it's like taboo that you cut that long tag. I hate that thing. I don't understand why they make the tag this long.
It's a CVS.
Yeah, and you can't.
It is.
You can't carry a pocket knife because of TSA or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can't take those on the plane. So a little pair of scissors, something like that, or a nail clipper works. Just as
pair of scissors, but definitely scissors for cutting tags.
Something just to kind of.
Yeah, Kim has a small bag that has all those different items in it, and I always wind up needing that as well. Before we go, I'll make sure I like trim my nose hairs and I do my nails, but you don't know what you're going to need while they're there, so you do need it. Powder, definitely powder, foot powder, baby powder. Keep yourself dry, especially when you're going in the hot months of Florida.
Yeah,
you need to stay dry because if you don't, then you chafe, and then you need your chafing slide stick chafing cream.
Yeah, and don't try to use a deodorant for his chafing cream.
Why? I've done it.
Not the stuff that
Not the
stuff that
kind
I
you
use.
use.
Not
He
stuff
uses
that I
like
use.
the gel deodorant. I use, the powder.
with alcohol in it, and it will
Yeah, you're gonna
you'll light a
burn.
fire down there. No, it's
Yeah,
not good.
yeah, yeah. There's
So
a lot of friction and stuff
you'll be
going on.
hopping around.
Yeah.
You'll be hopping around for sure.
You'll have a pep in your step for sure.
Oh,
For
yeah.
about 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
For about 30 seconds. But an
Allergy meds, great, yes.
antidepressant you can use for sure.
Yeah.
You can make do with that because there's no alcohol in it. So you can make do.
Yeah.
If you had to use it as a chafing cream, you could do it. Because I've used her Dove deodorant a couple times.
The white, right. There's no, I think they always worry about like aluminum, but that'd be the least of your worries if you put alcohol down in your, places that doesn't need alcohol.
Right. Especially when you're.
Meds for sure.
Allergy meds, yeah.
Yeah. Jody,
definitely.
that is, yeah. Listen, if you're going to any Disney destination, remember that their pollen and what you're going to be allergic to is going to be different there from where you're used to. So, again, Afrin, we always bring Claritin or, Benadryl as well for night.
Well, Benadryl's good too for that if you happen to get the Disney rash, you know what I mean? They say that's good.
Reaction. Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helps you sleep.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I know that a lot of people they'd argue with me because, they're so tired by the end of the day that they are passed out. But like people like me or even Rowan has insomnia, and he used to be on a prescription for it. And now he's been able to like tear back, but he will not sleep if he doesn't have melatonin. So we bring melatonin with us. Yeah.
Melatonin and Kim, both of them each night.
Me and Rowan both do. Yeah. There's no way we couldn't sleep. Even if we are exhausted, tired, your brain doesn't shut off.
Right. Well, Kim can't go to sleep at night because she thinks about me, and her mind's running, and she's like, God, he's so good looking, he's so great. So she can't go to bed. So she needs melatonin. And then there's earplugs because David snores.
Okay.
For sure. Hey Kim, I just got a warning on my phone. It says your battery's at 9%. So charge your phone. Kim said there's the stuff that you bring in your bag to the park. That's the most important, right? Because once you leave your room, what do you bring into the park, right? So little small portions of all these things we're talking about.
Hand sanitizer too. A small thing of hand sanitizer is great because everything you touch has been touched by somebody else multiple times. So it doesn't hurt to have a small bottle. One with a hook on it. You can just hook it to a backpack. That's a small carabiner or something like that. Yeah, that works.
Definitely. That's exactly each of us bringing a bag has that. I saw a video on Facebook today where a guy takes a piece of tape and tapes it on a escalator, the rubber part that you put your hand on, and then takes a wipe and puts that on top to see like how, from the time the tape starts to the tape ends, like how dirty it is. It's absolutely disgusting. Definitely sanitizer for sure. Yeah.
The other thing is too is now I know that you can get them at Disney if you needed to, the fuel rods, but we buy ones from like a little portable charger to bring with you because
Mike, a power brick. They're always cool.
Mike's really lucky with his phone, but then again, he's not on his phone like I am. I'm on it because I'm on the app trying to look up DASs, or I'm looking for reservations for something, or I'm trying to get a full order in, or I'm taking 1,000 pictures. He's not like that. So his phone lasts the whole day. Mine, I have
Kim
to.
Kim just said sanitizer. I picked up on that. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
I got that from Kim because her first graders always call it hand sanitizer. Listen, it's hand sanitizer, and why not?
I get it.
One word, right?
Of course.
Sanitizer. It's so like abbreviated and great, but I'm videoing and doing pictures, right? For the group and the show and all that. So my phone's crapping out. Plus, I'm the I'm the magical. Oh my god, I'm the Disney experience app guy as well. You know, so my phone's draining. Kim's taking video and photos. You know, so hers is dying. Yeah, and Colton is on his. If we're walking or like in a line, he's looking at something too. So each of us has a portable charger and a cord.
Yeah, Rowan's playing Pokemon likely as he's going.
Like looking, does he look like is it Pokemon where you look for the characters?
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go, yeah.
I play it too. It's something we do together. Me and my son.
Yeah.
We'll be out all day tomorrow doing the same thing, walking around the park. So
right,
but it does bring your battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calm day, community day tomorrow. So
yeah, I mean, and you'll see people walking around the Disney parks looking for characters, but I mean, it does keep kids busy while they're waiting online. I mean, we allow Colton to have his device on him because some lines are long, you know, for sure. But the charger, the brick, small umbrellas, ponchos. We're bald, so there's always a sun hats. I always have headbands and hats in my backpack for sure. Because I don't know if Colton's going to need a hat or I'm going to need a hat or a headband. So, yeah.
a lot of sunscreen.
Yeah. A lot of wipes.
Yeah, especially white clothes.
Wipes.
Yeah.
Oh, wipes. Oh, wipes are the best.
Wipes and hand wipes.
Yeah. If you know, if nothing else, you're gonna make a mess when you eat. You know.
Yeah.
So, or whatever you need it for. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we'll bring wipes.
Throw them in your backpack and forget it. You know, you'll use them throughout. I mean, I know you can pick them up at Walmart pretty cheap, and they're maybe about an inch thick. The pack's about maybe, you know, and I think they're $3-4, but they're worth their weight in gold when your hand feels like you stuck it in a bucket of honey and everything's just sticky.
Oh, you're all gooey. Yeah, Colton won't go to the bathroom without wipes. Like I took him to boxing the other night, got his hand wraps on, and he's like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. Are there wipes in that bathroom downstairs?" I'm like, "No, dude, ain't gonna be wipes there." Like he like needs wipes, and like so. There's always like flushable wipes and then also hand wipes, but also like if you get to any restaurant, sit down, quick service, dining, you know, place at Disney and, you know, we want a clean table. So we will take a wipe and clean the table.
Of course. Sure.
So,
or the trash can, you know, trash can tables.
We've done that more than once.
Yeah, you're not official unless you're eating off the top of a trash can at Disney.
Yeah,
that's right.
Listen, Etsy people. There's people on Etsy who make like covers that you can buy that go right over the trash cans.
I've seen it. Yeah, and they have like they'll personalize it for you.
Yeah, you just eat right on top of the thing, and then you just throw it right underneath.
No, they're like made out of like cloth.
No, I mean you're like trash.
Oh yeah.
You just
yeah.
You didn't have to. You didn't even need to take a step. Just right in.
No, you're right there. You go from top to side and just dump it in. But exactly. I've seen those things, Becki. Like some people make them too, like where they drape over, and then you can have utensils and stuff in the side, and like even stick your phone in the side. Like it's a full, trash can cover.
My luck, though, I'd throw something away. If I had too many pockets in it, I'd throw something away that I shouldn't have.
Yeah, right in the garbage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there goes your portable charger. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'd hear Mike call my phone. I can't find it. It'd be ringing 300 yards behind us. So.
Yeah. Unless it's that talking garbage can that they have at Disney, which I still haven't found, but there is one there. I have to figure out where it is.
In Magic Kingdom?
Epcot or Hollywood?
I think it's Hollywood Studios.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Hollywood Studios, I'm pretty sure.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah. There's a talking trash can. Let's see.
It's like greenish, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Use the interwebs. Talking trash can. Disney World. Oh, look at that.
I'm going to be on a mission to find that.
Oh, it is Epcot. So where is the talking trash can?
It is Epcot.
So you may remember the talking trash can that used to be in Epcot's electrical umbrella. Well, it's back. So you can find it in the Odyssey building, it says.
Oh.
Yeah. Used to be electric umbrella.
Didn't have to search for it.
Now is Connections. Yeah. Yeah. Epcot's Future World across from Mouse here. There you go. So that's it. It's a mission for the next trip. Oh,
we'll find it.
We'll find it for sure.
We'll find it for sure.
My Disney cup. This is. I don't remember what year this is from. I don't know if it tells you.
Where's my thing?
Does it tell you? I don't. You know, like the ones that you get that you can pay for.
Yeah.
For the $20 or whatever. It's seen better days, and it's leaking all over me.
Oh, yeah. We
Every
had
time
some.
I take a drink, it's like.
Yeah. We had some from our first trip. We each got one with our dining meal.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Kim and I used them for like every day bringing our coffee to work, to the point where I had to throw. I didn't want to get rid of them, but they were like faded and broken and parts falling off and dripping. And I was like, we got to get rid of these. I'm sorry.
That's this one. This is an old one. I think this is probably from like 2017 or.
It hurts. I mean, it really hurts, but you gotta get rid of it.
And this was the one we got last year.
Yeah.
The purple
the
one.
100th
anniversary one.
Oh, there's a Disney special coming on with Kelly Ripa, the 100th anniversary, right? Did you? I don't know. It's coming up this week, I think.
I think it is. Is that the one I shared on our group?
I think so. Yeah, and I saw it through the Travelmation. Somebody shared it in the Travelmation Facebook group as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got to tune into that. I think they're going to show a preview of the Moana thing that they're putting on the cruise line. Oh,
yeah.
It's on, tomorrow night. Okay, so
tomorrow night. Okay.
Tune in for that. Little Kelly Ripa is going to be out there talking some Disney. So,
do you know who's a huge Disney fan? I never realized this until whenever they did that live play of The Little Mermaid, is John Stamos.
Oh yeah, California. He goes to Disneyland.
Yeah, he absolutely is like a huge Disney nut. He loves Disney.
Yeah. We should get John Stamos on the show.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
That would be good.
John, if you're watching, not only are you extremely good looking, but we'd like to have you on the show to talk about Disney. Yeah.
Yep.
And Full House.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things. Yeah. So
we just watched
Little
Mermaid
last night. Remake? Or not the remake, the live action they call it.
The live action.
Live action, yeah.
We just watched it last night.
I thought it was really good.
Oh, really?
So I didn't like it.
I thought it was great. I know a lot of people that didn't like it. I thought I'm on the other side of the fence.
I can't believe it, because people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I did not like it.
So tell me why I should watch it, Mike. Like Kim and I haven't watched it yet. So, and I've been putting it off because people are like, not good. So what like music, the story?
Well, it's live action, so it's not it's not animated, it's not like a cartoon. So but some of like the culture of the area, like where the castle is, it's like kind of Caribbean.
Yeah, they made it very Caribbean-ish. Like cool. I don't know if it's supposed to be like parts of Jamaica, but everyone has like a Jamaican accent there. Okay. And Prince Eric is actually English in this. Like he has an English accent.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. And in the animated, he's just got a regular old white guy voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's longer than the animated version, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a longer movie.
Well, he's asking you why you like it. Why did you like it? Other than that Halle Bailey was pretty.
She is pretty. She's pretty.
Yeah, I no doubt that. She's got a very nice voice. She's a pretty young woman. Melissa McCarthy's in it, which
she played a great part, I thought, in that movie.
She's a very funny person. So
she wasn't funny in the movie.
She wasn't funny.
She wasn't funny at all. She was very serious.
And it was actually scarier than I thought they were going to make it.
Yeah, it was
pretty dark.
It was darker.
There's a couple spots in it, not just the Ursula thing, but some other parts of it were pretty dark. I was very surprised. I don't know. I guess I'm the type of person that I like the originals so much that I don't mess with them. I don't mind that they make the remakes, but then make them
good.
Spot on. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I thought it was great. They weren't spot on for me. There were songs in it that weren't in the original. There was 2 songs actually in it that weren't in the original.
There was more to it than the original movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It just.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. So my favorite still to this day is Jungle Book. I thought they did an extraordinary job with the live action.
That's one of my favorite movies.
It's something we watched not just once. We watch it several times and enjoyed it. Aladdin, I thought was really cool because I liked some of the things that weren't in the animated one. I thought that it was funny and it was. I liked some of the songs that again you didn't hear, and Beauty and the Beast because I thought that was really well done actually. And, yeah, I thought that was good. Emma Watson, I really enjoyed. She's adorable. Just in general. And then in the movie, really enjoyed her. But I liked the song that the Beast sings in the live action that is not in the animated.
I actually, Prince Eric sings in this one, and I did like the song. I thought it was a nice song. I just was like, I don't know. I was just like, why is that in here? That just wasted minutes that I didn't need to see. You know what I mean? I don't know.
See, I've probably only seen the original maybe twice.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
But she's seen it probably 20 times.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
And it was such a long time ago that I saw the original that this was almost deemed, not really a remake of the original, but more of a standalone movie, you know what I mean? So
I don't know. They did have
really Die Hard.
A huge fan, yeah. And they did have I don't mind change on things. I was not one that had an issue with the fact that there was it's Halle Bailey, I think, right?
Halle Berry, which is extremely confusing.
Yeah, that she was black or anything. That didn't bother me in the least. But it bothered me that this is the stupidest thing, but it bothered me that in the beginning of the movie, how Ariel misses the big Jubilee in the beginning, and that's why she's off doing her late thing. It was just how they did it was they made it a council of the daughters got together. There was no big celebration. It was just almost like a round table council thing that she missed, and I was like, what? This was supposed to be a big thing where all of the merm people came to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just weird. That started it off for me, and I thought, I'm already starting wrong.
And her father, who is the King Triton, right? Who was extremely mad and yells at her in the animated version. Yeah.
And the actor who played that, I thought did a killer job on that.
He was Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Is it? Why can't I think of who's playing him in the movie? Now I got to look at this one up too. King Triton, right?
Yeah.
Who plays?
They also made in the movie they made Prince Eric. He was adopted apparently in the live action.
Yeah, that's not. We don't know about that.
And they never in the actual who was it?
Javier Bardem. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the original, they don't speak about his parents really, and in this one, he's adopted, and the mother actually plays a decent role in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. So totally different than.
Yeah.
The musical numbers in the live action, I think, are better, and there's more of them. Right.
Yeah. I mean, there were parts I really loved. They did a really great job in the boat scene where the kid plays the Kiss the Girl. song. They did a great job in that. I thought that was really great.
Great song.
They did put that little part, the little Easter egg with I forget what her name is, but the lady who does the original Ariel voice is in it.
Oh, Jodie
yes.
Jodie Benson? Yeah.
Yeah. She plays a very small part in it, and I thought that was really cool. She hands her a dingle hopper, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Mike and Becki are spinning. Oh no! I think I've lost them. Well, we've actually gone over, so I'm going to wrap up our Saturday. Let's see. Wait, they're here. There they are. Are you guys there?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you were
Sorry.
spinning. That's all right. I was just saying that I think we lost you, so I was going to wrap it up anyway since we ran over. Am I doing this right? Yeah. A lot of fun tonight, though. I mean, we covered a lot of things, actually. Ran the gamut from DMagicWorld.com all the way through. I see, where's my mouse? Come on. When you have two screens. Thank you so much, Lily. I hope everybody had fun. And I want to thank again Mike and Becki for tuning in and not tuning in for joining us tonight. Yeah, as my co-host.
I could talk Disney for days.
Yeah, no, seriously. I do it all the time. I think sometimes Kim gets fed up with it because I'm doing vlogs or talking about it. But yeah, I love it. And now I want to watch The Little Mermaid. So
give it a try. See, you might like it.
Gonna go get a snack and cozy up in bed and watch, and maybe hopefully Kim's in the mood for that. If not, she could sleep on the couch.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Haunted Mansion next. That's our next one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I gotta watch that as well. There's a lot to tune into.
Yeah.
I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Thank you so much for being a part of Now That's Disney and Disney Night Live. Here is our outro. So
bye,
good night,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.